So the edits are finally ready for Sex and Marriage Vlog Part 2. Check it out here.
So, yeah, sex isn't just about scratching an itch.
Yeah.
It's about bonding on and kind of confirming the physical side of the whole two become one thing.
Mm.
I think it's like a mirror. Your souls are becoming one, your bodies are becoming one. It kind of honours that and kind of confirms that connection.
Yeah,
I think.
So there is a spiritual aspect to that, and
that's
you know,
why
I hear people talking about soul ties and things like that. But
that's why it's not good to have sex outside of marriage, because you're outside of this covenant, and you're creating a soul bond with someone else, aren't you? Really, that's what it feels like to me.
Well, the thing is, there's so much to that. I mean, especially with the generation coming up, but it's just everywhere. Sex is just everywhere, and sex and relationships have been really kind of misinterpreted, put out in a way that I think, you know, it's quite damaging, I think, to the generation coming up, because they're being given this fantasy idea of it that isn't the reality. Especially, you know, like you watch a movie and, you know, these people meet on the same day and then they're humping in the evening and you're thinking, wait a minute, like it's that simple. You didn't even get a second name. You know what I mean?
Or first name.
First name in some cases. So I'm a little bit concerned by that. But then, like you were mentioning earlier about the couples who can't have sex, so they have to find intimacy in other ways, don't they? And that's where I think, you know, because, you know...
It's not just about, you know, putting a thing in a thing.
Yes.
As I was saying, you know, you've made a covenant to be with someone for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I think sex is another way of confirming that. You're honouring that covenant. So.
It's like a seal, isn't it? It's like,
yeah.
This is the deal. You made an agreement and this is the deal. And, you know, when you say your vows, it's for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to death do us part. We don't see that in movies. We see the richer part, we see the health part, we see the life part, but you don't see the sides where it's rough and ready. And that's the reality of marriage. It's not just one thing, it's the rough with the smooth. And if you can go into it with the right perspective, then I think there'll be less divorce. I really do, because you wouldn't be surprised. You would be like, what? I didn't sign up for this, but you did, because you said the vows, you made the promises. But yeah, I think sometimes, even I've heard churches as well put more onus around the sex. You need to have sex. I think it's more about intimacy.
Yeah.
You know.
100% agree, yeah.
And like I said, marriage, it mirrors the church and Christ. So, you know, that intimacy between God and the church, that love, that it is not really about just, it's about really knowing, you know. And I think knowing is more important than getting a leg over.
That's right, it does create a knowing, doesn't it?
Yeah, because otherwise as well, if it's just about the sex, then sometimes I think other problems creep in that people don't really talk about, and those are things I will explore on another time. But right now, I just want to, and I think for people that are single, I just want to highlight to you that it's not just about sex. It's not. Marriage has got, there's so many layers to it, and if you're with the right person, you know, it's a cherry on the cake. Sex is good. Sex is good.
Why would you say that?
I just gotta be real. Sex is good. God made sex, and sex is good. But, you know, within...
Of all God's gifts, I like that one the most.
It just comes with, you know, things that need to make sure that it doesn't damage you, you know, it doesn't ruin you. And I think some people have been ruined simply because of sex. Sometimes they don't even realise it. They'll think it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. And it ends up being sex. They had sex with the wrong person. They created a tie, a connection with the wrong person. They put their heart in the wrong person. That person let them down. It just goes as deep as that. And I just want to say a tale of caution to those who are in churches that do keep saying, you know, you're going to have sex all the time because your husband, he's going to leave You know, be careful of those interpretations. If a man is going to cheat on you, if a woman is going to cheat on you, she going to do it whether you give her 20 times a day or none, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you should hold it from on purpose, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't think that should be the reason why you do it, because you want to keep them. I think that's very...
It's insecure, isn't it?
Yes. Anyway, at this point in the vlog, my husband has to go. He has to go. And he has shared what he wanted to share and contribute. So guys, please just give him a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I can't hear you at the back.
And thank you, babe, for being on this, even though it's a really awkward topic. And I'm sure he'll come on when he feels...
Pressured.
Drag him on the...
Pressured.
Come on, babe! Come on, I need to hear from you! So it is what it is. Anyway, thank you, and I'll let you go.
Wait.
Oh, I can't do my lipstick.
Ready? Okay.
No, I can't do it.
Ready?
It's messing up my lipstick. Where's it gone?
So it looks like that's all you're getting from my husband, but I'll be back on Sunday with a few final thoughts. Tune in at 9 o'clock.